Are you ready to get on the hot seat with Wally George? Hang on for the wildest, most controversial talk show on television, featuring enthusiastic participation from our live studio audience and interviews with provocative newsmaker guests. And now, here he is, that hard-hitting, award-winning, conservative voice of television, Wally George!
Thank you very much. Welcome all across America. This is Hot Seat, the program that makes sure the United States of America remains number one. Well, we're very excited because next year we're going to be adding millions of new homes via cable because of our new connection with Simpson Cable TV and also with the Audio Entertainment Network. We're going to have Hot Seat into millions of new homes. And also, early next year, probably around March, we're going to be debuting a new hour-long television show, besides what we're doing now, where we'll be all over the country and taking phone calls. Hey, the program is going to be called Wally Live. I'm going to teach. There's also a show called Larry King Live on the air, and I'm going to teach. Hey, I'm going to teach Larry how to do the show right. Okay, thank you. Hey, if you're watching, Larry, nothing personal. Okay. Now, on the show tonight, we have a couple of real losers. Now, we have a blasphemous, horrifying creature named Jim Myers on the show tonight. Now, you know, hold it, please. Mickey Rooney, who's a fine actor, and I know Mickey, and I support him. Mickey Rooney wrote an article in Variety magazine, the show business magazine, the other day, condemning the film industry for portraying religion as stupid and so forth. And this guy, Jim Myers, is coming out to defend the film industry. He says, religion is stupid. And this blasphemous fool also is going to come out here, and he'll be lucky. He's lucky I don't break his nose. He's going to come out here, and he's going to tell you that he thinks Jesus is a fraud. On this Christmas season, what kind of an idiot is he? Now, the only reason he won't have a broken nose is because I may certainly believe what Jesus said, and I'll probably turn the other cheek. But I will only turn my cheek once, and then I'll break his back. I can only stand for it for so long. Okay, and then also on the show tonight, we have a guy who is backing the proposal to have a 2-term limit for all politicians. And I say that is so ridiculous to hold a person to 2 terms. If they're doing a good job, the people know if they like that person or not. So I say they should stay in as long as the people want them in office. I mean, if I had had my way, I would have had Ronald Reagan president until he dies. Okay. Now, before we do my commentary for the day, it is time to introduce my great crew in the booth. Let's have a nice round of applause for my fine director, Jeff Bingham, everybody. And let's hear it for my producer and my beautiful wife, Janice George, everybody. Hey, Janice. Our floor director tonight, Andy Monzo. There's Andy. Okay. Everybody settle down in the audience, please, and everybody at home, wherever you are across America. It's time for my commentary of the night. Pay attention, if you will. Now, you know, there are a lot of irresponsible broadcasters across the country, and a lot of them here in Southern California, but the worst I've ever heard is a stupid worm who does an afternoon talk show on a station here in Southern California, and I shall not say his name because I don't want to give him the publicity he is so desperately seeking. But I'm sure some of you here in Southern California know who I'm talking about. He does an afternoon talk show, and he tried to draw me into a public debate not long ago by saying some very ludicrous things about me and my wife Janice. But I would not rise to the bait because I remember the old saying, consider the source, right? Well, just the other evening, I was listening to this jerk on the way home from the studio, and I heard him criticize some of the hostages who have been released from Iraq. He was criticizing the hostages who were publicly thanking President Bush for their release. And this idiot yelled into his microphone, "Thank President Bush for what?" Well, I will answer this stupid rodent and any others who may ask that same ridiculous question. The hostages are thanking President Bush for their release because they know it's because of his firmness and his toughness, and the way he's been handling this is the reason Saddam Hussein released them. President Bush remained tough and firm with Saddam Hussein. He let Saddam know in no uncertain terms that hostages or no hostages, he would take military action if Saddam did not release the hostages and withdraw from Kuwait. President Bush convinced Saddam Hussein that he meant business. And so Saddam felt there was no reason to keep the hostages any longer, so he did release them, hoping it might lure President Bush into some negotiations regarding Kuwait. He was wrong. There will be no negotiation. As President Bush has stated, if he has not withdrawn from Kuwait by January 15th and agreed to reinstate the proper government, we will go in there with military strikes. That is why the hostages are thanking President Bush, and that is why all of us should be thanking him right now. I'll be right back. Thank you very much. And welcome back to Hot Seat. And don't forget, you people watching us here in Southern California, join me every single day, Monday through Friday, from 3:30 to 4. I do a show called Hot Seat Highlights on KDOC TV 56 right here in Southern California. And we do highlights from the past 7 years of my show, and I do a commentary. So join me Monday through Friday at 3:30 right on the channel you're watching right now here in Southern California. Now, if you're ready, it's time for the mailbag. Boy, here's one from a real sicko. He signs it Ralph. And he says, "Dearest Wally." He says, listen to this idiot. He said, "I just want to tell you I think you're real cute." He said, "I hope to meet you real soon." Hey, Ralph, don't count on it, pervert. Here's another guy who thinks he's really funny. He thinks he's a comedian. His name's Bob, and I'm sorry, it's Boob, not Bob. Okay. Hey, this guy thinks he's a comedian. He says, "Dear Wally, I watch your show every day now, which goes to prove that there's nothing good on TV anymore." Stupid. Now, here's one from, she signs herself Linda, and she says, dear Big Mouth Wally." She says, "You should be ashamed of your stupid show." Linda, I say you should be ashamed that you're such a dimwit bimbo. You're out of here. Now here's a nice letter. Finally, we get to the nice one. Here's one from Andy and Kathy, and they're from Manchester, England, which isn't far from where. Yeah. And they say, "Dear Wally, we enjoy your show. We watch it religiously. The show is brilliant." Well, we thank you. Hey, thanks, Andy and Kathy. You live not far from where Janice was born. Now we're going to go to the audience. You want to come on up? Can I have your name and your question? Go ahead.
Sure. Thanks, Wally. My name's Tim from the Long Beach Posse.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'd like to say...
Hold it.
Yeah, now...
Hey, hold on. Speaking of Long Beach, starting January 2nd, this show, Hot Seat, is going to be taped in Long Beach at Simmons Cable.
All right, Simmons! All right!
So we'll be broadcasting live on tape from Long Beach, your hometown. We're
Glad to hear it, Wally.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, now I was thinking now that all the hostages are leaving Iraq, I was wondering how our air raids are going to affect Iraq, and what's your opinion on it?
You see, he did us a big favor by letting the Americans come home, because now he has no more human shield.
Exactly.
He probably thought he could maneuver Bush by doing this. Well, now we have no reason for not going in there. And if he does not live up to that date of January 15th and pulling out of Kuwait and, of course, reinstating the proper government, then he can believe we are coming in there bombs away.
You know, Wally, you know, Wally.
And Saddam Hussein will have a smoking mustache.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi, Wally from Long Beach also.
Yes, sir.
And I was wondering, there's a rumor about nuclear warheads in Iraq.
Yes.
What do you think are our chances of winning the war if there is?
Well, yes, you're very intelligent to hear that, because that was just on the news a couple days ago.
Yeah.
That there is news that Red China has let Saddam Hussein have nuclear weapons, and if that is the case, I say we better get him before he gets us.
I agree.
I don't want any of Saddam Hussein's nuclear bombs dropping on our troops in Saudi Arabia. Yes, go
Hi,
ahead.
Wally. I'm Deborah. I'm Deborah from Westminster.
Hi, Deborah.
Hi, Wally. And I wanted to know what your view is on scientists experimenting on poor and defenseless little animals.
I think it is criminal, and I say we should put an end to scientific experimentation on little animals. I say let's do that experimentation on convicted, cold-blooded murderers. Yes, hey, I like your shirt, pal. Thanks a lot.
Wally fan.
Can I have your name?
My name's Steve. I'm from Long Beach.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Long Beach again. Great.
I was wondering, how do you think President Bush is handling the situation in Iraq, and what do you think the public's view of him is on the crisis situation?
I was beginning to worry for a while that he was dragging his feet on this, and I thought Ronald Reagan would probably move a lot quicker. But now I like what he's doing, and I think he's got to prove to America and to the world that he's a man of his word, and he's got to go in there and remove Saddam Hussein. Yes, sir. Yes.
How's it going, Wally? My name is Tony Sacal from El Sonoma, California.
Okay.
And I want to know why you do not like all the rock bands besides the bad ones.
Okay. No, I like all rock bands. I used to have a rock band myself. The only rock bands that I'm against are those who preach the taking of drugs and satanic worship. All the rest,
that's totally
I'm for it. Yeah, I'll be right back. Thank you. Welcome back all across America, and welcome. Hey, we have a fantastic studio audience tonight. Okay. These are great Americans. I can see it. Hey, hold that sign up there. Hey, get a picture of that. Wally's the coolest. How about it? Hey, hold it. The I Love Wally burgers? Yeah. You got that? Okay. Hey, get that one there. You're out of here. That's good. Okay. Now, we'll get to it in a minute. Let me remind you, if you're watching us here in the Southern California area, join me this coming Monday night on KLAC 570 on the AM dial. Now, because we are starting this new show on cable television the beginning of the year, I'm not going to be able to continue doing the radio show on KLAC. It's just not physically possible because I can't be in two places at once. So this coming Monday night will be my last KLAC radio show. But you will be able, but very soon in the beginning of the new year, you will be able to call me on the phone on my new cable TV show. So join me Monday night for our final performance on KLAC. It'll be open forum, and anybody can call with any kind of questions you want. We'll have a party time atmosphere. It'll be open. It'll be open forum for the whole 3 hours from 9 o'clock until 12 midnight this Monday night on KLAC 570 on the AM dial. And we are very happy to have been there for the past 4 years on KLAC with the Wally George Great American Radio Show. And I thank the great people over there, General Manager Norm Epstein, Mallrite Communications, for not only being nice to me, but paying me a lot of nice money. We're gonna miss you guys at KLAC. You're a great bunch of people. And now let's bring in our first dimwit guest. This is the guy who says religion is stupid. Hold on. Jim Myers. There. Sit down, Myers.
I'll sit down at my own good time.
You'll sit down now.
You're not going to start that whole argument.
Now,
this subject totally enrages me, ladies and gentlemen. This is the last man on earth who should be arguing in favor of and trying to justify that stupid man who lived 2,000 years ago, Jesus Christ. Listen to me. You're not going to warn me of a damn thing. You're not going to warn me of a damn thing.
Now listen.
You see, the fact is, this man doesn't like radicals. Jesus Christ was a radical. This man doesn't like dark-skinned people. Jesus was a dark-skinned man.
Don't you say that.
This man doesn't like communism. This man doesn't like socialism. And Jesus Christ was both a radical, socialist, communist, freako.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You are, especially at this season of the year, you are a blasphemous scumbag.
This old man lives in a world of make-believe. He actually thinks Christmas has something to do with Jesus Christ.
I'm telling you.
It has everything to do with purchasing power, with spending money.
Wait a minute. What I'm saying, listen, you stupid, ignorant pervert.
Hey, you shut your mouth out there. You shut your mouth.
Let me tell you this.
That's a pack of ugly animals if I've ever seen them before. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. Look at him. Look at him.
Let me. Hey, hold on. Quiet, please.
Let's get on with this
let me
argument.
tell you something. Wait, let me tell you. You invented the word ugly. Hold on.
I'm not only one of the handsomest men he's ever had on the show, I am far and away the most intelligent. I know all there is to know about religion, and I'll
Jim.
tell you one thing, it's all false, ladies and gentlemen. There is no God. There is no Jesus.
Wait a minute. He says wait a minute. He says he's the handsomest man I've had on this show. Wait. Number one, he's not the handsomest, and I don't even think he's a man. I think he earns his living as a female impersonator. And may I add, a very ugly female impersonator. But getting back to the
I don't attack him, ladies and gentlemen. I'm on here to discuss the issues. He can't defend a man who died 2,000 years ago, who roamed around in rags, who told everybody to give away all their possessions. In fact, this man said some of the most stupid things in the history of the world.
Hold on.
I challenge you out there. Look at this poster. I brought this poster to dramatize the fact.
Hold on, Jim.
Look at this.
Close up on that poster there.
Some of the things he said was, judge not,
wait a minute,
lest
Jim.
ye be judged.
Wait.
There would be no criminal system. There would be no legal system. There would be no way to judge right and wrong. A stupid thing said by a stupid man.
You know, for you to say that about the Son of God, the Prince of Peace.
There's no proof. There's no proof that he's the son of anybody.
Hey, you want proof?
He's a poor carpenter
Jim,
who died a criminal.
I'll give you a little proof. I can give you a fact that you are going to rot eternally in hell. Because Jim, well, hold on, Jim. When your judgment day comes, God is going to be there, and Jesus will be there, and they will play back a little tape of everything you said on this program.
And it will be worth it if I can convince one person out there or one animal here that God does not exist. I would gladly burn in hell for We must wake up. We must cleanse our mind of this
Jim,
old BS and learn to stand on our own 2 feet and attack people like him who would infest our mind with religious garbage.
Listen, I have news for you. You know,
get him a shrink.
I would throw you out of here, but I'm letting you dig your own grave, so to speak, because I know right now, folks, he's writing his one-way ticket to hell.
You know, for about 2 cents, I'd test your Christianity. Another stupid thing Jesus said was, if you're hit on one cheek, turn the other cheek. I'd love to see how Christian you are, Mr. George.
Boy, you know what? Hold on.
In fact, Jesus said you give away all your possessions. I want all your money.
Jesus never
I
said
want
that.
your limousines.
Jesus never
I
said
want
that.
your automobiles.
Wait,
I want your home. I want your checking
hold
account.
on.
Well, give it to me if you're
hold
a great Christian.
Just a minute. You are a filthy liar.
I have read the Bible
Jesus
from cover
never
to cover.
said that.
I know everything.
He said
that
nothing
Jesus
is
said.
more important than God Almighty, and of course we believe that. Don't we?
I want all of your possessions.
Hey,
will you do the Christian thing and give me all your possessions?
No, hey,
answer me!
Don't you dare yell at me. There is. Wait a minute. Hold on, Jim.
Shut up!
Hold on, Jim.
Look at that.
There is.
I'm getting
Hold on,
disgusted
Jim.
with all the noise coming out.
There is one thing I am going to give to Jim when he leaves the studio. My fist. I'll be right back. Welcome back, Wally George here with Hot Seat on this Saturday night. And for all the people out there watching, especially in this Christmas season, who are offended, as I am, by this miserable worm, may I say, I apologize for what he is saying, because he is the most offensive and blasphemous jerk I've ever seen. Now, you know,
Wally, I was thinking during the break, I'd like to make the ultimate religious movie. It would show priests sodomizing young altar boys. It would show.
Well, you
it
stop.
would show evangelists.
Just shut up.
It would show
just
evangelists stealing from little old ladies.
Just stop it.
And it would show the Catholic Church hoarding billions of dollars while millions of children died of hunger.
Now, hold on.
That's religion for you, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, listen. Hey, you know.
It would show people believing in lies.
Listen.
It would show people living their whole lives under a myth.
You're saying God and Jesus are
all
myths?
All religion is a myth.
Oh.
All religion is based on fear and guilt. You see, only a perverted, morbid person could imagine burning in hell forever. These are concepts that only an evil person could have thought of in the first place.
Hey,
they were all done to
Jim,
control people.
You don't have to worry,
control
pal.
people.
Hey,
they lied. They made up stories
Jim,
about
hold on
people who were just human
Wait a minute,
beings.
Jim. Just a minute. You don't have to imagine it. You're going to live it. Now I'm going to say something right here. Now let me get to this main issue that we're supposed to talk about a long time ago.
Well, please do it.
The whole reason I got you down here is last week.
You didn't get me down here. I volunteered to come down here so I could expose the truth to the people out there.
The only thing he ever exposes is his big nose. Now last week, in Variety magazine, the very respected actor Mickey Rooney wrote an article in
10
Variety.
times married.
Will you shut up? He took
a dirty little old man like Wally George.
I'm going to finish this. He took the film industry to task for the terrible image of religion in films these days. And Mickey Rooney says Hollywood's filmmakers are rendering religion as foolish and religious figures as clowns, buffoons, villains, and con artists.
And they are. They are. You see, it's old men like Mickey Rooney and Wally George that live in a sick, make-believe world. They're praying to an empty sky. They're hoping something will save them. I've got news for them. We need to stand on our own 2 feet, ladies and gentlemen, and be whole, complete, thinking human beings without having to bother with religion. It's false. It should be banned in this country.
Oh, unbelievable. Wait a minute. What you just said is religion should be banned in this country. He needs to live in a communist country. Hey, you'd get along very well with Fidel Castro. Why doesn't he go over there? Or Red China.
You see, filmmakers are finally telling it like it is.
No, they're not.
I have evidence that years ago, when they used to make those pro-religious movies, that the film industry was in bed, so to speak, with the religious industry, and that the religions paid the movie makers millions and millions of dollars to be their propaganda
You are
arm.
full of baloney.
Now, free-thinking, complete-thinking human beings are making films showing Jesus just like he was, a man with heat in his loins and not much sensible to say.
You know, I want to tell you something. I am a dedicated Christian, and I find you so offensive, I want to throw up all over you. Now, you know, Mickey Rooney goes on to say, and I think this is very true, he says, for a people grounded in the love of God in this country.
We are not a people grounded in the love of God. We're a people grounded in freedom.
Are we?
Freedom of thought.
I'll ask the question. Are we a nation grounded in the love of God?
No.
Okay.
No.
Hold on. Let me finish the statement. For a people grounded in the love of God, Americans must be very weary of the attitude played by some of these Hollywood filmmakers. Now, for example,
you don't believe in freedom of expression, do you, Wally? Those filmmakers should be free to tell the story of religion any way they choose.
Oh, no, they
what
can't.
would you do? Would you ban them from telling that story?
I would tell the truth, and the truth is that God reigns, and so does Jesus. I am sick and tired of filthy individuals like you who are trying to brainwash the youth of America into truly believing that Jesus was a fraud, that God is a fake. I say this is sickness in the United States of America.
Wally, my name's Luke Mahano, and I'm from Arcadia, California. And I don't got something to ask you, I got something to tell you, man. All religion, whether you believe in Jesus Christ or not, is good and positive, and that's what this country grows on. There's sick people like you.
Listen,
you're a trisexual. I'll kick your ass.
One more time.
These guys need to wake up and see the truth.
Now what I've done
Hold that up a minute. Hold that up a minute.
Is I've taken off. This man is a disgrace. He's an embarrassment to America, isn't he? And I say, Jesus is not a fraud, and in this Christmas season, I can say that we can believe wholeheartedly in Jesus, in God, in religion, because that's what America is all about. I'll be right back. Back, Wally George here with the Hot Seat Show for this Saturday night, and we're continuing. You know, jerks like this Jim Myers, you know, I just would love to see him leave this country forever. Okay, now we will continue with our next guest in a moment. First of all, I want to remind you, wherever you're watching us, I do love to get your mail. Now, we're going to put the address on the screen. Write to me wherever you are in this country, and we will answer your mail. If you want a free autographed picture, personally autographed to you, I'll be glad to mail you one. Also, a copy of my magazine, Victory Magazine. Write to us. Also, remember, we're always looking for people to come down and debate me on the hot seat. If you want to come down here some time for one of our tapings, then let me know. You must be 18 years of age or older, and include your phone number in your letter and tell me what you want to argue with me about. Maybe I'll invite you to come down and debate me face-to-face on the hot seat, okay? My address is Wally George, P.O. Box 787, Hollywood, California 90078. Box 787, Hollywood, California 90078. Okay, now, if you want to come down here for a taping of my Hot Seat Show, we tape the show every Wednesday evening at about 6:30, and the tickets, of course, are free. So all you got to do is call the numbers on your screen if you live in the Southern California area, any day during the week, during business hours. In the 213 area code, it's 464-6111. Hey, get us out of that 1111, okay? Now, the ever-famous number in the 714 area code, it's 999. 999. 999. 999. One more time, 999. Okay, right up. Okay, and now, finally on the program, back for another debate. What he's back here for really is another defeat. What do you think? Here's a guy who favors a 2-term limit for all politicians, Mike Hubble.
Yeah, well, I'm really surprised. I'm very surprised. You know, before the show, I received a phone call from my agent informing me that if your agent sweetens the deal a little bit better, offers us a little bit more consideration, I will take your offer and become your new co-host. No problem. If you're really interested, I will be very happy. I would be very happy to help out here. Man, I can't.
Hold on.
Why are these people booing
wait a
me?
minute, Mike. Wait.
Why are these people booing me?
Hold on. What have you been snorting? Ajax?
Hey, I can tell you right now, I don't even understand why you people.
He doesn't have an agent. He has a probation officer.
Hey, why are these people even booing? Why are you folks?
Hey,
why are you folks booing at me?
Hold on, Mike. I would rather have Charles Manson as my co-host.
That's kind of tough to do. He's behind bars. You know, I don't understand. Why are these people booing me, Wally? You know, I was just enjoying the enthusiastic support and all the fan mail I received. I just had to go out and rent an extra P.O. box to handle the overflow of fan mail I've been receiving from people. Why are you booing me now?
Hold on.
They must be actors just like you or something.
Let me answer you.
You know?
He's asking me why you are booing him. Why you are booing him. Let me explain. They are booing you because you're a stupid jackass.
Well, hey.
So now you know the reason.
Hey, I'll tell you what, Wally, it's about time to educate you people. All right, hey, it's time to go to school, boys and girls, so listen to what I have to say to you.
No, I think it is time for you to get a haircut and shave off the stupid mustache.
It was stupid a year ago, and I guess it still is.
All right, now let's get down to the issue here.
All right.
How can you possibly favor a 2-term limit for all politicians? I say that's not fair. It's not American. Now, what's your reason for
A perfect, profound statement to combat that would be the perception or idea, if you will, that any United States president can maintain office for more than 2 terms and faithfully uphold the laws and be faithful to the people and the Constitution is hopelessly unrealistic in the American
Why do
people
you
know
say
it.
that? Why do you say that?
Because the Republicans versus Reagan and Nixon, 2 good presidents, I'll agree they were good presidents. Neither one of these 2 guys lasted 6 years. FDR went 4 terms and finally became corrupt in his 4th term when he went ahead and let Pearl Harbor become bombed.
Oh, get out of it. That's ridiculous.
The Pearl Harbor conspiracy was set up because he could not get Congress support of it.
What you're saying is, what you're saying is, if a politician stays in office longer than 8 years, he's going to become corrupt, right?
For the most part, that's true.
Okay, so wait a minute.
What happens? They start getting power greedy, Wally. They get power greedy.
Here's the thing. I'm saying this. If a politician goes into office and he is corrupt and he knows he can only be in office for 8 years, all that will do is he'll get corrupt a lot sooner.
When it comes to the executive office, most of these guys are good boys the first 4 years. They want to be reelected. And the second term is where they get into trouble.
Oh, hold on, Mike.
The 6th to 7th year
here's the answer
in real trouble. Reagan with Iran Contra and good buddy Richard Nixon.
Here's the answer, Mike. If they knew that they could not be reelected for more than 2 terms, in their second term, they wouldn't have anything to be good for, so they'd be sure to get as crooked as they could get.
They always have I will admit that they always have national interests in mind, but they break laws. The President of the United States is not above the law. They were trying to form an autocracy like a dictatorship in 1940 Germany. This guy here is a blonde Adolf Hitler. Can't you see that? Can't you see that? This is ridiculous.
Don't you ever say that.
What are you guys trying to see here?
I'll pull your mustache off.
Right. Well,
ever say that.
Dictatorship. It's all dictatorship.
You call me a thing like that, you are a skinny male Roseanne Barr.
Well, that's tough to do. Well, you're in favor of a dictatorship or an autocracy. The definition, I know you people do not know what autocracy means. The definition of it is that of a dictator. Do you really know what it is? The definition of an autocracy is a Hitlerite type dictatorship, just like Hot Seat is. This man is the dictator and he is running your lives.
Shut up. Now let me answer you. Let me teach you something, you stupid, ignorant moron.
Well, go ahead. Well,
let me teach you something. There is no way you can have a dictatorship in the United States of America because you are saying that all the people in this country, like my audience at home, you're saying they're all stupid idiots. You see, if they see someone that is screwing up, if they see someone that they don't want to continue in office, they'll vote them out of office. What I'm saying is this is a democracy. We have freedom, and I say the people, the voters should hold it. I say the voters should have the right to decide how long any politician stays in office. I'll be right back. We're back, Wally George here with a Hot Seat Show on the Saturday night, and we have this lunatic Mike Hubble here. Now, Mike.
Hey, Wally, before you continue with this slander, that's ridiculous. I think, quote unquote, you said I call these people idiots. I never called you guys idiots. The real facts of the matter is that they are simple-minded morons. There's a major difference. There's a major difference in it. I never said idiots. I never said idiots.
Hold on. Every person in this audience is so far superior to you, it's ridiculous.
I can certainly tell by looking at it.
Compared to you, you jerk, everyone in my audience is Albert Einstein. Now let me address this. You see, you don't understand common sense. What incentive does a person have to do a good job in office if he knows going in he only has 8 years? If there's no limit, you're going to get politicians who are going to want to keep on year after year doing a good job so they can keep getting reelected.
Wally? All right, the President of the United States, they have great intentions for national interest, but you have to abide by laws. You cannot just haphazardly go ahead and create policy and break laws.
Well, what does this have to do with a two-term limit?
And two-term limits, meaning that with Roosevelt, it took 4 whole terms for him to go corrupt. Okay, he went corrupt when he allowed 5,000 American casualties.
At all.
He allowed Pearl Harbor to be bombed. He knew it was going to happen.
You are full of it.
Congress would
How
not.
do you know that? Where do you get your?
There's all
Where
kinds.
do you get your information
There are
from?
books.
Wait a minute. Where do you get your information from?
The Smithsonian Institute has books and journals. There's videotape on this now. It's called FDR, the Pearl Harbor Conspiracy.
Are you trying to tell me that the former President of the United States, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, knew that Pearl Harbor was going to be bombed and he allowed it to happen?
After World War I, after World War I, American sentiment was anti-war. Congress did not want to go to war. Churchill begged Roosevelt. He needed provocation. He needed something to happen.
How do you know all this?
He needed something to happen.
Wait a minute.
I have video footage on this. I have books. I have all kinds.
You are so full of it. I have documentation on you, Mike Hubble. I have documentation that you never even graduated from kindergarten.
Hey, Wally.
And you know what? And when he finally got into elementary school, his major was sandbox. And as a matter of fact, his major still is sandbox.
Wally, let me tell you something. You have to understand.
Go ahead.
I was just wondering whether you were passing out the punch again here, Wally, before the show started. It looks like these people
what
here
I'm
have got
saying,
some.
you know what's going to hold on. What's going to happen here, Mike, is if we pass this two-term limit, then all we're going to attract. We won't attract anybody who wants to earn a living, make a career of politics, the middle class, because nobody wants to go into a job that they know in 8 years they're going to be gone from. So it'll attract multimillionaires who will use that 8 years just to amass power. But I'm telling you, you're not going to attract anybody who is a decent, hardworking person. And speaking of decent people, you are not a decent person, and you're out of here.